Unstoppable. Don't let anyone stop you from achieving your goals. Now, I know we all have responsibilities out there. Some of us have families out there, and we have to, do things to take care of our families and make life good for them. And man, it can be a real struggle to keep going, to keep striving, and keep trying to do, what we need to do to keep our dream alive. Keep your dreams alive. And that is the message for today. How do you keep your dreams alive? Well, first of all, you've got to be in the condition that you can make them happen. So don't let your body get too run down. Don't burn yourself out, doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. Take it easy on the booze. Take it easy on the extracurricular activities. I'm not a preacher. I'm not an AA coach, or an AAA coach. I just do what's right for me. And, for me, not drinking has been a really great decision. And maybe for some of you out there, it might be a good decision for you as well. But man, it's most important. And I've told my wife before, she said, maybe you could do something else. Maybe you could, maybe you do something else besides music. And I said, look, man, this is what I do. And it is what I get up for in the morning. I also get up in the morning, to help my family. And like I get up at 5. I mean, I'm doing stuff around the house. I'm getting people taken care of. I'm helping my daughter, get her outfit on. And, I'm doing the dishes in the sink, man. I am working constantly. There is not much of a free moment where I get to be me and get to work towards my dreams. But I take these moments, like right now. They're out taking the dog to the vet. And I just shot a 20-minute video in the living room. And now I need exercise. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do this now, because this is what I need to do to keep the dream alive. I've got to be ready for what comes. And, keeping your dream alive is not just playing music 24/7. It entails more than that, because you do have to make sure you're paying your bills. You do have to make sure you're not living in squalor. You do have to make sure that you have what you need to survive. And so, yes, you may have to work a day gig. I may have to put out 3 videos a day in order to make enough money to keep our lights and our bills paid. And that's just the reality of what's going on at the moment. And in the past, when I didn't have enough money to do that, it's like, look at the guitar collection and sell it. That's why at one time in my life, I was down to 1 guitar and 1 amp. And that's when I needed it. I said to myself, I need something to happen. I need a break. I need something. And I kind of let go and let it happen. And sure enough, the phone rang with an opportunity, and the opportunity that got me out of the funk that I was in at the time. And man, we all need those moments. And they don't always come when we need them, but they do come. And that's why you have to be prepared for that. That's why I'm on this trail right now, talking to you, giving you, this pep talk. Because I think a lot of people that tune into my channel, they need this pep talk. It is, something that can help motivate you. I want to be able to motivate the people that watch my channel. I want to, make content that makes you laugh and tell interesting stories about gigs and all that stuff. But the reality is, man, probably the thing that we need most is this positive energy. Don't let anything squash your dreams. Even if you've only got 5 minutes a day. And man, lately, trying to get practice time, on my guitar is very difficult because my daughter's at an age where it seems like every 5 minutes she needs me to help her with this or do that. And I want to be there for her. I want her to know that I always tried to help her every time I could. But it can be frustrating when I'm trying to shoot content or I'm trying to, record a guitar part or whatever, and I have to stop what I'm doing and tend to that. But that is the reality of modern society. It becomes very hard, especially the older you get and the more responsibilities you have. It becomes pretty hard to manage, but I still keep the dream alive. I still play my guitar, even if it's 5 minutes a day. And look, this is something, if you don't have a lot of time to practice, if you find that, your job or your family or whatever you got going on is taking up a lot of your time, that when you do get a chance to pick up your guitar, for me, I take the guitar that is the hardest, stiffest guitar for me to play. And in your case, if you don't have a guitar like that, get a guitar, take one of your guitars and put a heavier gauge of strings on it. Put a set of 12s on there, put a set of 11s on there. And let that be the guitar that when you have your limited amount of time to keep your chops up and to work and play on something, use that guitar in the limited amount of time that you have. And that will keep your strength up. For me, I know, I remember everything I need to play. I know my scales. I know, what I need, my garden variety guitar stuff to be able to play whatever I want to play. But the physical thing sometimes is the hardest part to maintain. And not playing gigs, not doing 4-set gigs. Now, doing 4-set gigs for many years, that was the thing that kept my chops up. And look, we've got construction here, and this is kind of an example of how life can throw you a curveball, but you just keep going. You don't have a lot of time to do this in life, so pick up a guitar that's difficult to play and spend that 10 minutes or that 5 minutes or that 15 minutes practicing on that guitar. Take that guitar that's hard to play and use that like you would use a weight. It's when I was a kid and I noticed some of the other kids were, speed picking and kind of doing the demiola thing back in the 70s. And I started, there was also a set of weights. This was up at Berkeley College of Music. And somebody had a set of weights in the room. And I decided, everybody's kind of, it's a bunch of guys, in a room. And I decided to start, doing curls and lifts and all that. And I noticed, man, I was building strength in my arms, but that strength was allowing me to pick faster. The strength was giving me more speed. Now, I don't recommend somebody do tons of weightlifting, because look at what happened to George Lynch. He was trying to get all buff and look all awesome on stage, busting out of his t-shirts, and then he bust out of his bicep. He literally busted his bicep doing so much, doing steroids, things like that are not good for you. But man, doing a little bit of that weight training, or for me, getting out here and doing a little bit of cardio, man, it motivates. Getting more oxygen in your body. It's things like this that can help keep the dream alive. And I want you to keep striving, to keep growing, to keep learning, and never give up. It's, there's no excuse for quitting. We're not quitters. We're the old timers in life. And we got to strive and keep growing. And you know what? Nothing can stop you but yourself. Quitting is something that is not an option. We keep striving, we keep growing, and we don't allow life to kick us in the nuts without kicking back. We kick back, bro. We get up, we dust ourselves off, and we keep kicking, we keep punching. Whatever you got to do to keep your dream alive, to have a reason each day. Some of you out there might be bedridden and really going through a lot, man. I want this message to help you as well. You still got your mind. If you're watching this channel and you're clicking on it, you still got your mind. You can create music in your head. You can hum a melody. You can do something today. Provide some beauty in this world. Maybe it's the turn of a phrase. Maybe it's a kind word to somebody who's helping you. Being kind to people. Saying something nice. Smiling in the face of adversity. That is probably the greatest thing you can do, the toughest challenge you might face, but the most rewarding one is not letting adversity knock you out, but smiling, getting back up, dusting yourself off, and coming back for another round. It's inspiring words out here in an inspiring environment. And I want everybody that watches this channel to achieve something great today, to do something that you've never done, to rise to the challenge, to find yourself a goal, reach that goal, reach that summit of success. You can rise above whatever is challenging you at the moment, and you can make something better of your life. Let this be your mantra. If you have to watch this video 100 times to get yourself motivated, do it. Watch this video, put it on a permanent loop, and don't let anything stop you from making your dreams a reality. This is my talk for today, and I thank you so much for watching.